Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Sportsway YouTube channel. We're joining you after a long time, and I've got Ashutosh here with me. And as you can see from the background, आज का टॉपिक है चेल्सी क्योंकि चेल्सी की बजी बड़ी है पिछले एक हफ्ते से. Of course, we all know the sanctions which Roman Abramovich has been facing from the UK government. But before we go forward, आशुतोष रोमन अब्रामोविच का ईरा खत्म हो रहा है चेल्सी में. कैसा लग रहा है? It is the end of an era, isn't it?
I totally agree. I'm not a Chelsea fan, to be honest. I'm a very United centric fan. But still, seeing Chelsea develop throughout the years was amazing. But as a Chelsea fan, like I've seen reactions of people as they came to know about the sanctions and everything. It's very heartbreaking to see that they are literally being burned to the ground. Like it, their basic transportation to the stadiums, to and fro, their debit cards, credit cards, their tickets to the matches, everything is being stopped. So it's going to be really hard for a Chelsea fan, for a Chelsea player, especially people who have put in a lot of hard work throughout the years to see all this happening in front of them.
Yeah, I mean, there have been a lot of sanctions, some of them you've just mentioned, but also from a sporting perspective, they won't be able to extend any more contracts with their current players. They're not allowed to buy or sell any new players. And of course, this poses a lot of doubts on the amount of talent Chelsea had. How many of them are actually going to stay with Chelsea now? Because if it stays like this, they'll also be facing a 7 point deduction from the Premier League and they'll be out of top four. So, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, obviously players will be leaving, and a few players actually have pre-contracts with other clubs. I believe Aspilicueta and I believe even Rudiger is on the radar for other clubs.
Yeah.
Considering the managerial position, even Thomas Tuchel is speculated that he might lead the club at the end of the season. So a lot of good players who have been the main foundation for this Champions League winning side, they might leave this year. And if these still seem to continue, I think Chelsea next season could be in a very tough position. It's going to be really hard for them to stay in the Premier League, to stay in that top six level, which they have been since years.
Yeah, all of that taken into account, but how does this actually make you feel that in 2004 a guy named Roman Abramovich came and bought Chelsea and he completely transformed the club. He got the likes of Drogba, Zola, Mourinho, all of these people who are still present at the club in one way or the other. Of course, Mourinho isn't. He went to Tottenham, but seeing Chelsea develop as a club, winning those Premier League titles, then going on and achieving glory against Bayern Munich in the Champions League, then again some Premier League dominance for them. And even the last 5 years, even if they haven't won the Premier League, they've basically won every other trophy that is possible. Seeing the amount of success at Chelsea, do you actually think there is a right person present at the moment who can fill in the shoes of Roman Abramovich and make sure that Chelsea operates at the same level?
I think that will be a very difficult position to fill in because obviously you see investment in a club is very important. Manchester City is one of the very live examples which you can see. You have seen Manchester City before 2011 and after 2011. Once that investment came in, they started buying players, they started to get talent, they started to get people who can get them to their top level, and they have been performing on that top level through the last 3 4 years, or maybe even 4 5 years, right? So obviously, it's going to be really a tough position to fill in. Maybe some guy in the Saudi Arabia or something could match that level of investment and that level of uh, amount that can be put in into the club. But other than that, I don't see any permanent replacement to that position.
One thing which just came to my mind was Chelsea was one of the best run clubs in the world. It not definitely not the same level as someone like Real Madrid, but somewhere in that list because they were run so well from top to bottom, from the normal dresser in your dressing room to the CEO who's managing the club. And then there are clubs like Manchester United who are not run properly, who have problems with their owners, who don't know what people are actually doing at their club. Do you think Chelsea, after an ownership change, could face the same fate as Manchester United?
See, like anything is possible at this point of time. For at this moment, if they get someone like Glazers, I think couple of years down the line, they'll be happy to kick them out because we will be happy to kick them out of Manchester United.
Yeah.
So obviously, yeah, like it's a really tough answer to give right now because there are a lot of people right now who know how to run a club, but still finding the right person for the right club according to the right vision is very important and very crucial.
Yeah, I think that sums the situation up. Of course, a tough time for Chelsea fans right now. They've got the Champions League coming up. They have progressed to the next round. And right now, third in the Premier League, hoping that the sanctions don't hit them hard enough to fall out of top four because, of course, they've got the likes of Arsenal, Manchester United, and Tottenham who are very, very close to them. One misstep and Chelsea could miss out on the Champions League altogether. But that being said, the season is still not over. Hopefully, Chelsea fans do deserve some joy at the end of the season. But for now, that's it from our podcast. It was great having you, Ashutosh. Perfect time for us to come back and to discuss the saga which is going on currently with Roman Abramovich. And to all the Chelsea fans, good luck. Till then, just like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.